Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get started. We were waiting for, I think, a couple of graduates to arrive, but we'll proceed. So, good afternoon. Welcome to the Spear School of Business graduate hooding ceremony. I'm Ramesh Sharda. I serve as the Vice Dean for Watson Graduate School of Management. This afternoon, we are hosting a hooding ceremony for our master's students in Spear School of Business, and of course we'll also recognize some of the doctoral graduates who will be hooded this evening. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the Watson Graduate School of Management and Spear School of Business, I congratulate all the graduates and compliment you on your accomplishments. This fall ceremony is special for many reasons. Being able to convene today took a lot of planning and coordination. Of course, it took a lot of hard work from you and the family. So we have 140 business masters and doctoral students who filed graduation paperwork. There were also 51 graduates from summer 2021. We invited all the fall and summer candidates to participate in today's events here in the McKnight Center. We have a smaller group present in person. For obvious reasons, people are still somewhat careful, hesitant, and so on. The last year and a half has been particularly difficult on everybody, especially students. So we congratulate you for your tenacity in pushing through the challenges you faced, in keeping up with the classes through virtual learning, social distancing, and doing a lot of stuff on your own. The family should be congratulated as well for your support and encouragement of these students. Please know that we were very happy to have all of the students back in classrooms this last August. The business building was pretty desolate for many months, so having all the students back on the campus was wonderful. 2 or more years of tireless work has brought us to this joyous occasion. So as our students graduate and travel forth on their careers, I hope that they will recall their time here at OSU fondly and will stay in touch. Of course, the added challenge of the pandemic makes it for a very special experience, and so you would be able to tell your grandchildren how you did your schooling in the face of this adversity and yet accomplished so much. There are many people in Spear School of Business who are directly involved in the academic life of all the students. So I'm pleased to introduce those folks here. So starting with the Dean's office, we have Dean Eastman, who I'll invite in a few minutes to give remarks, but our other associate deans and assistant deans all work together to come up with the best educational experience for you. Also to practice the power of personal, our slogan. We also have 8 departments in Spear School of Business. So all the department heads are listed on the slide on your screen here. Also pleased to recognize all the PhD coordinators. Again, we have the 8 departments have their PhD programs, and in addition we have an executive PhD program, a very special program that cuts across all the departments and targeted executives. So all of the coordinators work again with the students. And we have a number of master's programs. Some of those have graduates here today, but there are a number of other master's programs in Spears Business as well. So appreciate all of the master's program coordinators' work for your education. I'm also pleased to recognize the MBA program core faculty. So a few years ago, we launched an MBA program, Faculty Fellows Program, and several of these faculty members have a special tie to the MBA program, work on student experiences, besides teaching core courses and so on. They work on many activities to enhance our MBA students' experience here at OSU. Also pleased to recognize another group of faculty members that support the MBA program. Similarly, we have our other college-wide master's program is the Master of Science in Business Analytics Data Science. Very popular program, so there is a core faculty group for the MS Bands program as well, and their contributions are appreciated as well. Okay. And finally, I want to recognize the team that puts this event together, the support team for Watson Graduate School of Management, my gang that organizes all of this here. Okay. Now I'd like to invite Dean Eastman, Dean Ken Eastman, as he pointed out earlier. He's Dean, but his name is Ken Eastman. And Dean Eastman has served as an MBA program earlier, the director of the MBA program. So, Ken.
Thank you, Ramesh. Great to be here. Glad to see you all here. Congratulations, graduates. Graduate education is hard enough, but doing it during a pandemic, I'm sure added just a little extra challenge. So we're very impressed with the resiliency and dedication you showed to persevere through that. So we admire you for that, and I hope you feel proud. And to the families as well, no one does it alone, so we really appreciate you being supportive and assisting them. I know it also meant you taking on at times extra duties, extra things, so to allow them to finish what they're doing. So I know you're equally excited to see them finally done. But we are very, very proud of you. We are excited to see what you do in the future. Please do stay in touch. We don't want this to be the end of our relationship with you. So again, congratulations to you, and we're very thrilled for you and for your futures.
Thank you, Dr. Eastman. I also want to offer a special welcome to 10 of our online learning students. For some of them, this is their first trip to the land of Orange. We are glad to see them here today and welcome them and their families to Stillwater and OSU campus. At this point, we'll go ahead and excuse our graduating students so they can line up for the hooding ceremony. So if you folks want to go ahead and exit out to your, this will be to my right, your left. You already have instructions about this part, so we'll give them a minute to exit the performance hall. So as they get ready, allow me to brag for a second that your graduates made excellent choices in selecting Spears Businesses graduate programs. Our MBA program is ranked very highly. All three of our programs, the full-time program here in Stillwater, part-time, and online program are very highly ranked by US News World Report. Our Business Analytics Data Science program received very high accolades Pretty much all of the students get hired with outstanding salary offers soon after graduation, many times well before graduation. Even our other master's programs are very highly ranked and recognized. So while they are getting ready, we know that many of our guests here today may have asked the eternal question, so what is the hooding ceremony? Why are we going through all of this? Occasionally in the past, we have actually gone through the whole history of academic regalia. We'll save that for another time, but just to kind of add a little bit, it's a very special ceremony for degree candidates during which a faculty advisor and the dean of the graduate academics, they place the hood signifying the students' success in completing their graduate program. The hood itself is a long piece of fabric that hangs over the shoulders and down the back. I'm not going to model here, but there is it's kind of like a really long scarf on the back. The academic hood that will be placed on each of our candidates this afternoon is black with OSU's colors embodied in the lining of the hood as an orange and black chevron. The colors of the hoods of faculty are usually of the institution that conferred their degree. So if you look at mine in the back, it's from my alma mater, University of Wisconsin-Madison. And as you see our faculty guests, you will see their hoods representing their different schools. The candidates graduating today with the business degrees will have one of two colors highlighting their degree. Master's hoods will have golden yellow velvet, and the doctoral hoods will be blue velvet. Okay. Some people will also wear other colored cords along with medallions. A red, white, and blue Veterans Honors Corps designates those individuals who are serving in any branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. Other color combinations denote academic honors or other special recognitions. So are our graduates ready? Looks like we are ready. So that being said, then we'll get started here. Several of our faculty members will be reading the names of our candidates as they walk across the stage. We put together a slideshow that should coordinate with the order of the students being placed. Each slide introduces one master's candidate being hooded. The slide should keep things interesting, and we hope that this will enhance the ceremony. Please note that we do have a photographer up front here who will take a photo of the hood being placed. We request that personal photographers take all the photos they wish right from your seat here and not approach the stage. And later on, I'll talk about other places outside where you can take pictures. So now let me introduce Dr. Rick Wilson, who is the department head for Management Science and Information Systems, and also the Dan and Tiffany Sewell Howard MBA faculty fellow. He will be announcing the names of our candidates today. Okay, all yours.
Good afternoon. We are so happy that you could join us today for this great event. While we were organizing, I shouldn't say we, while the great group in the Watson School were organizing our ceremony, they asked some fun questions of our candidates, including things such as their favorite junk food, if they could have any holiday gift, what would it be? And if they didn't have to work for a living, which seems a little bit odd since they're getting business degrees, what hobby would they pursue instead of working? So some of those responses we'll see interspersed today with the information about the graduates, which you all should be quite proud of. So without further ado, let me also introduce Dr. Sarah Chabanek, who will be assisting me. Actually, she'll be doing most of the heavy lifting here. We've partnered doing this for quite some time. And so we're ready to go with our first candidate, who will be hooded by Dr. Ken Eastman, and that is Taylor J. Stevens. After graduation, Taylor plans on obtaining his CPA, staying in the Oklahoma Air National Guard, and purchasing his own home. And if he could receive any holiday gift, it would be an all-expenses-paid vacation to Germany or Israel. So, congratulations, Taylor.
Next, we have Dakota Kelly, who is a Master of Science and MIS major. And Dakota says if he didn't have to work for a living, he would spend all his time learning as much as possible. He would also like to share a meal with Neil deGrasse Tyson and Carl Sagan.
All right, would Dr. Gautam Chakrabarty please step forward to hood our next set of candidates from the Masters of Science in Business Analytics and Data Science program. Our first band's graduate is Britton Firth. Upon graduation, Britton is starting a new job at One Gas over in Tulsa as a data scientist. Her favorite junk food includes Eskimo Joe's sweet pepper bacon cheese fries. All right, congratulations, Britton. Our next person to be hooded by Dr. Chakrabarty, also a band's graduate, is James Lee. James will be starting a career in Plano, Texas with NTT Data Services. And if he didn't have to work for a living, he would spend all his time doing glass blowing and metal and woodworking. Excellent lifelong hobbies there. So, James, congratulations. Our next graduate is Frank Yeboah. Frank will, after graduation, continue working for Williams over in Tulsa as a senior data integration specialist and is hoping to travel to Europe with his family sometime very soon. His favorite junk food of all time, Brahms hamburgers, high on everyone's list, I'm sure. So, Frank, congratulations. Next up, Conrad Harker. Upon graduation, Conrad hopes to start his career and travel as much as possible. If he didn't have to work for a living, he would be a strength and conditioning coach for a collegiate football program, although I would venture a guess they would consider that to be quite the extensive work. Conrad, congratulations. Our next band's graduate is Leah Berry. Leah will continue working after graduation as a junior data analyst for American Fidelity. And if she didn't have to work for a living, she would be an archaeologist. Reese's Cups tops her list of junk food. Congratulations, Leah. Next up, Ryan Hartquist. Ryan hopes to continue his career path in analytics, and now that he's graduated, find a way to use all of his free time. He would love to continue to produce and create music if he didn't have to continue in that analytics profession. Ryan, congratulations. Our next graduate is Taylor Rebelar. Taylor will wants to work at a business consulting firm in conjunction with raising 2 awesome kids. And the best gift Taylor would like to have would be backstage passes to a Justin Bieber concert, and my wife would love to attend with you. So, congratulations, Taylor. The next band's graduate is Andrew Kukol. Andrew is starting a new job in January after his graduation, and he has a long-term goal of sharing a meal with Bob Stoops and Russell Westbrook, and I'm not entirely sure what they would talk about. It certainly wouldn't be playing defense. So anyway, Andrew, congratulations. All right. Our next graduate, we go into the MBA program, and our next graduate, this is our hallmark moment for our ceremony today. Megan Fanning is going to be hooded today by her 2 parents, both of whom are faculty members in the OSU Ferguson College of Agriculture. She's going to be hooded by Dr. Eric DeVeest and Dr. Cheryl DeVeest, both in agricultural economics. So, Megan Fanning. Megan's postgraduate plans are to continue working for the American Farm Bureau as the Economic Development Coordinator, and she is looking for a Christmas gift. Her parents are obviously within earshot of a vacation or spend all of her time shopping. So congratulations, Megan. All right, Dr. Matt Bowler will now hood our next MBA graduate, who is Joshua Perrick. Upon graduation, Joshua is going to be moving to the Windy City of Chicago, and if he didn't have to work for a living, Joshua is an outdoorsman. He would love to backpack either the Pacific Crest Trail and or the Appalachian Trail. So congratulations, Joshua. Our next graduate of the MBA program is William L. Edwards IV. After graduation, William plans on getting his PMP certification and continue growing his career as well as enjoying more grandchildren. He also would like to spend time building cars and competing in drag racing should he not have to be employed. All right, William, congratulations. Next up, MBA graduate Paula Sarmiento. Paula will be working as an associate consultant at Capspire, and Paula is also going to be getting married. Congratulations, Paula. And as a side note, her favorite junk food, which I'm sure will be at her reception, are empanadas. All right, next up, Miles Farthing. Miles, after graduation, plans to continue working with startups and entrepreneurs around the globe, and he is not alone in this. His ultimate gift would be to go on a trip to space. So that's exciting and hard to fathom. Congratulations, Miles. Our next MBA graduate is Kate Carson. After graduation, Kate will continue to work with Stryker, and she definitely wants to hopefully take advantage of some restrictions being changed because she would like to travel all the time. So Kate, I hope that happens for you, and congratulations. Our next graduate is Lalo Simano. Lalo would, after postgraduate plans, would like to learn computer animation. So Lalo, congratulations. Next up, MBA graduate Harrison Miggy. After graduation, Harrison will continue his career in banking, and if he didn't have to work for a living, he would spend all of his time being a coffee barista, which I believe that would be working, and I would love those $6 cups of coffee. So, Harrison, thank you so much. Congratulations. Our next MBA graduate is Addie Brongo. At the same time as earning her MBA, Addie is also completing her doctorate in vet med, and that is an extraordinary accomplishment. I've had a number of those students over time, and so Addie, that is quite impressive. After graduation, she'll be starting a job as a veterinarian at Belton Vet Clinic, and not surprising, the best holiday gift she would like to receive is a pony. Addie, congratulations. Our next MBA graduate is the Honorable Lonnie Sims. Lonnie is a unique case, at least for the 31 years that I've been teaching in the MBA program. His post-graduation plans is to continue to serve us, the citizens of Oklahoma, as the representative of House District 68 over in Jenks, Glenpool, and West Tulsa. And he plans on continuing serving with the continued support of his constituencies. He loves mountain climbing, and I don't know that I'd classify this as junk food, but he lists favorite junk food as coffee. I think it's one of the major food groups. So, Lonnie, congratulations. Our next graduate is Chad Rawls. Chad will continue his career post-graduation in the United States Public Health Service. So, Chad, thank you for that service and congratulations. Our next graduate is Seth McCaskill. Seth is interested in getting involved somewhere in the sports industry after graduation. And the best holiday gift that he would like to have is for the Texas Rangers to win the World Series. I'm not sure it does happen. The St. Louis Blues won the Stanley Cup after 50 years, but good luck, Seth. And until that happens, he'd like to spend all of his time playing disc golf. So there you have it. Congratulations, Seth. Our next MBA graduate is Samuel Llewellyn. Samuel will be starting a new job at Hilti after graduation, and this is unique in terms of what students have provided. He wants everybody to know that his go-to karaoke song is Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. And there you have it. Sam, congratulations. Our next graduate is Davis Boyd. Davis continues a theme amongst many of our graduates in that he plans on traveling and working after graduation, and if he didn't have to work, he'd travel the world as much as possible. So we hope that all comes to fruition. Davis, congratulations. Our next MBA graduate is Ty Birch. Ty has a long-term goal of becoming a professor at a university, and we applaud that very much so, Ty. If he didn't have to work for a living, he would spend his time rescuing dogs from animal shelters. Very noble, Ty, very noble. Congratulations on your graduation. Our next graduate is Syed Uzman Ahmed. Syed's postgraduate plans is to get ready for the next challenge, which I know he is going to accomplish great things. His ultimate gift would be an all-inclusive safari tour in Africa. Syed, congratulations. Our next MBA graduate is Karis Toothman, Jr. After graduation, Karis hopes to start a new job, and his favorite junk food aligns quite nicely with mine, an ice cream sandwich. If he didn't have to work for a living, he would travel the world, no doubt, to places that are cold where there's lots of ice cream sandwiches. Karis, congratulations on your graduation. I'd like to ask Ramesh to hood, Dr. Sharda to hood our next candidate, and that would be Robert Dyer. Robert's post-graduation plans are to finally, after completing his degree, to get some sleep and spending time with his family. We saw his four lovely kids and family up earlier today at a reception. He is the nephew of one of our MBA alumni, Ann Dyer, who is a member of our advisory board, and her and the large family is here today. Robert, congratulations. All right, now I'd like to ask Stephanie Royce to come up to the front here. Our next five folks that we are announcing are not going to be hooded. They'll be hooded later tonight at the graduate ceremony over in Gallagher-Iba. But these are graduates of our executive PhD program. And our first one is April Natasha Lawson. April's post-graduation plans include to continue working at Walmart and to start online teaching. Eventually, April would like to be in academia full-time, especially in an administrative role, to make the biggest possible impact. April, congratulations. Our next executive PhD graduate is Henry Kern. Henry currently is teaching accounting and finance to MBAs and undergraduates and is looking for interesting next challenges, including consulting and academic engagements. Henry, congratulations. Our next executive PhD graduate is Felicia Farrar. Her postgraduate plans including to teach accounting and taxation and to continue to help increase the number of black CPAs. She would like to spend her time providing financial literacy and education to her community. Felicia, congratulations. Our next graduate is Edward McCabe. Edward lists as his post-graduation plans playing with the grandkids, traveling, riding horses, and continuing working on research projects. Edward, congratulations. All right, let's go back to Dr. Bowler as our hooder and introduce to you MBA graduate Vinay Gouda. All right, Vinay, congratulations. And next we'd like to acknowledge, just with a picture, no hooding, Paula Ortega Islas, who has earned a graduate certificate in business sustainability. All right, congratulations. Let's give all of our graduates a round of applause. And I personally like to thank our friends here at the McKnight Center. This is a great environment in which to have this ceremony. Let's give them all a round of applause for hosting us today. And I will turn the tables back over here to my colleague, Dr. Sharda.
Thanks, Rick, for a great job. Reading all of the variety of plans and reactions and so on is tremendous. So Dr. Wilson does a great job. So let's give him a round of applause. Okay. So thank you to all of you who joined here today. I should again thank my team, Watson Graduate School of Management staff, particularly Deb, who puts all of this together, and rest of our Watson team and the online Greenwood Online Success Center team that help us in putting this event together. So congratulations again to all the graduates and the families. Have a great afternoon, evening, and we'll see you outside here during the reception.